The wonders of Adobe Photoshop.
Hello and welcome back. In this video, we'll cover making midtone luminosity masks so we can work with the midtones of an image. And what's really cool here is we'll show how easy it is to make these and also how easy it is to alter these masks while maintaining a view of the image so we can get this real-time feedback as we make adjustments to the masks. This video will build on our previous video titled Easiest Way to Make and Adjust Luminosity Masks in Photoshop for Light and Dark Tones without plugins. So I'll assume you've already watched it first. If you haven't or you don't understand exactly everything I'm doing, please watch it. There's a link to it in the description below. Okay, to get started, we'll go ahead and demonstrate what we're doing using this grayscale so we can see how we're actually impacting the midtones. So to get started, we'll make a selection for highlights. That's going to be Control-Alt, hold those two keys down and press the number 2. We've made a selection for highlights. So now we're going to go ahead and open up a a solid color adjustment layer. That's a fine color to work with. And we're going to go in here and change the name of this. And since this is hiding the shadows, it's hiding the impact from happening in the shadows, we'll type in here, hides shadows. Hide shadows. The next thing we're going to do is we'll click on the mask here and make a selection based upon it. And we'll then select the inverse, and we'll add a group, throw a group into the layers palette, and then put this mask on the group. And then we'll drag this layer and put it in the group. So now we can see with this setup that the only areas that are receiving any impact from this layer are basically the midtone layers here, or pardon me, the midtone areas. The very brights are masked off and the very darks are masked off. And if we wanted to impact, let's say one or the other, we could make sure that the mask itself is outlined. So I've clicked on it to outline it. And then if I want to reveal more, in this case, of the color on this layer into the shadows, I would have to take this mask and brighten the shadows area a little bit. So we'll do that. Image, adjustment. Let's try levels adjustment here. And let's just move it back like that. So now we've moved the area around that's being impacted by this color. We're working in the midtones here. Let's say okay. Let's go ahead and work with, I should probably title this Hides Highlights. And you don't really need to do this, but while you're learning, it helps keep it straight in your mind. So now let's say I want to maybe push the color away from the highlights a little bit more, or push the action of this layer away from the highlights back more towards the midtones. Basically, that would mean I need to darken this mask a little bit. So we'll come up here to Image, Adjustments. Let's go with Levels again. And we're just going to darken it a bit. And now we're impacting where in the midtones the action of this layer is being applied. Before going further, I'd like to take just a moment and thank you for watching this video. If you're enjoying it, and you want to help me out, please give it a thumbs up below. And if you want to see more like this, please subscribe. Thank you very much. All right, so let's take a look at this with a real world example, a photograph here of Big Bend. So what am I thinking when I'm looking at this image? I'm thinking that I would not mind lifting some of the midtones a bit. I don't want to lift the deepest shadows, and I certainly don't want to lift the brighter end of the spectrum. too much of the sky. So this again would call for a mid-tone luminosity mask. So to get started, we'll hold the Control, the Alt key down and press the number 2. And then we'll open up an adjustment layer that we can brighten tonalities with. So we'll use the Curves adjustment layer. We'll go ahead and make that adjustment. We're just going to brighten the areas just a little bit to taste by the eye. Let's call that good. But again, I don't want the highlights to be lightened up. Oh, hey, by the way, and here we should probably title this. Again, when you're learning to work with these, it'll help to put these names on here. So you double click into there and we'll write hides shadows. And then we're going to go ahead and make another selection, actually just based upon that, because it's simple. It's one button click. And then we'll run over here to select inverse. And then we're going to put that on a group. So to add a group to this equation, we'll go ahead and click on the little symbol down here that looks like a folder. And it is selected, so I can go ahead and add a mask to it. And then we're going to put this layer inside that group by dragging and dropping it right there. So now we've got some control in the highlights, but maybe not quite enough control in the highlights. So we'll make sure we click, let's title this so it's clear for everybody. Hides highlights. Okay, now we'll go ahead and now that it's selected and click up here on Image, Adjustments, and we'll run into a Levels adjustment. And all we have to do is tug around. You can watch here or watch the effect here, but tug around on these adjustments until you get it looking the way you want it to look. Maybe something like this. Yeah, let's say okay. And now we've improved the image, or I think we've improved the image, using this sort of little nested shadow mask and highlight mask nested together inside of a group like this. Ultimate control for putting a mid-tone luminosity mask together. Next on this channel, we'll be re-releasing our recently published Milky Way videos. We originally published them on our other channel, but I think they really belong over here on this channel. So we're going to be moving them over and then proceeding forward with more videos. See you next time.
Ooh, that was interesting.